While Peter was wondering about the meaning of this vision, the men sent by Cornelius had learned where Simon's house was, and they were now standing in front of the gate. They called out and asked, "Is there a guest here by the name of Simon Peter?" Peter was still trying to understand what the vision meant when the Spirit said, "Listen, 3 men are here looking for you, so get ready and go down, and do not hesitate to go with them, for I have sent them." So Peter went down and said to the men, "I am the man you are looking for. Why have you come?" "Captain Cornelius sent us," they answered. "He is a good man who worships God and is highly respected by all the Jewish people. An angel of God told him to invite you to his house so that he could hear what you have to say." Peter invited the men in and had them spend the night there. The next day, he got ready and went with them, and some of the believers from Joppa went along with him.
The difficulty in terms of deciding whether to open up our doors in terms of peace building training for the military was really our concern of the possibility that this will be used negatively by the military. So we were concerned of security, we were concerned that they would misuse peace building to serve the purpose of war. So like we really tried our best to look at the situation, and at the end of some reflection and thinking, we said that this is part of the risk if you want to engage this critical actor in terms of peace building in Mindanao. So it's really most of the civil society groups who were involved in peace building work had negative experiences of the military and of course militarization in the 1970s up until the end of the martial law. So when we started, we really didn't see the military as a stakeholder for peace building. So it was only in 2005 when we opened the doors at the Mindanao Peace Building Institute for a military official to be part of the peace building training process.
Our problem in the Philippines as of now, 42 years since 1968, and we lost the best and the brightest of the students because they are the target of recruitment by the communists. We are trying to shift from armed confrontation into a non-violent confrontation that is through peace education. That's why when our Department of Education learned about that, about our paradigm, they invited me to be part of their group and come here in MPI. I was still in my younger years in service. We look at these NGOs as enemies. But now my perspective has widened. I saw that NGOs, the military and the government can have the same mindset. Have the same mindset of achieving peace.
Armed conflict is still part of the issues and concerns in Mindanao. So while the military is undertaking peace building work, they are still involved in combat operations. So it's being able to in a way understand that there are these two opposing realities that involve this particular actor.
While we are mandated to go to war when necessary, of course, the ordinary soldier like me, of course, has many apprehensions. When there's war, the first organization that will be affected will be the military. They will be the one to do the planning, They will be the one to do the fighting, and their families will be the one who will suffer. The same way with the other side, they have also soldiers, although they are rebels, you know. So we do not want to go to war in that sense that we are the one who will be the first to be affected. But we have no choice. We are being paid to do this, so we will do it. It's not that we want it.
Since then, it has been there has been transformation in terms of understanding that they're really part of this process, really understanding that they're a critical actor when we want to build sustainable peace in Mindanao. So there had been really deliberate efforts to work with them in terms of peace building activities.
One of the paradigm shift that we are looking at is that we are following the principle of when you push violence, violence will push back to you. Now we are thinking of when your opponent or the enemy or the communists play basketball, we will not play basketball. We will play soccer so that there will be no confrontation. Okay, violence will be avoided if that will be the strategy that will be applied by the armed forces of the Philippines.
After 6 years, it has grown in terms of the number of groups engaging the military. So it's not just MPI. We need to be more critical of how we actually collaborate with them.
Can getting involved in the world be dangerous compromise, or can it be God's mission?